what is this all about? Daily Answers with Yvonne is, I'm Yvonne from Colorado, from YvonneAnderson.com. And what I do is I'm a home business entrepreneur. I'm a success coach, and I help people create an income online. And so I just want to answer some questions that you may have. Today's question: how will I know when it's time for me to quit my job and go full-time in my home-based business? And so, hey, let's answer that question, okay? Let me make sure this is working. If you can hear me, go ahead and say something so that I know that you can hear me loud and clear. I know yesterday I was having a technical challenge, so I just want to make sure that you can hear me today. All right, thanks Chintua for chiming in. I can see you, so I assume that you can hear me as well. So let me just go ahead and answer that question. How will you know when it's time for you to, well, let me say this first. If you are in a home-based business and you're struggling, stick around. This is not for you if you have no interest in the home business industry. Again, I'm a home business success coach showing people how to make money using the internet. And so I don't want to waste your time if you're not at all interested in such a topic. So today, again, this Daily Answers with Yvonne is just going to be me answering the question: how will I know when it's time for me to quit my job and go full-time with my home-based business? And so let me share a little bit about my story, how I became full-time. I've been full-time for the last 6 years. I fired my boss in March of 2010. And for me, it was forced. Let's put it that way. I've been laid off a couple times. I got laid off in 2001 after being on a job for 8 years. And then I got laid off again after another time being on a job for 4 years. And so when you have your home-based business on the side, you know, it's really going to be up to you to know when it's time. You're going to know when it's time for you to do your home-based business on a full-time basis, because this thing is not for everybody. It's not simple. It's not easy. You do not have a boss anymore telling you what to do. So if you're someone who needs to have a boss, if you need to be told what to do on a daily basis, then that's exactly something you need to understand when you decide to quit your job. For me, I was on a job that I hated in March of 2010. I was an auto loan collector for many years. And as a reward for me being such a good auto collector, I decided to give me the hardest portfolio to work. So I'm an auto loan collector, miserable. I got the people who have had their cars for 6 years, didn't have any more options. We had already extended the loan, already gave them all the tools that we could possibly use. So for that, I got these people who were mean to me, cussing me out. Come get the car if you want to come get it. You know, just really miserable on my job. And I saw a layoff coming. I saw this third layoff coming. The very first layoff, again, 8 years, never saw it coming. I was a supervisor at a mutual fund company, had been there for 8 years. The second time I was in auto loan collections that time as well. And after 4 years had gotten laid off, I didn't see that one coming either. But this third one I saw coming. And I saw it because my manager was moving to Texas to go to a different branch, and I saw management leaving. And you know, when you see management leaving, something might be up. And sure enough, 30 days after I quit, the company had gotten sold and they offered less pay and so forth. So your decision to quit your job is going to be up to you. I was forced to do it. I saw the layoff coming. The first 2 times hit me pretty hard. I even filed bankrupt on that second time. And so you've got to decide that every single day you're going to do your daily tasks. You're going to do some type of income producing activity. And if you're not willing to do that and you need a boss telling you what to do, then you better keep that job. A lot of times it's not about how much money you can make, you know, from home. It's about your happiness, about you being free. So for me, it was freedom that I was looking for, not getting cussed out every day. And I figured I was already doing a home-based business on the side anyways. So, and calling people, calling leads is what I was doing at the time. I was part of am I here? If I'm still here, go ahead and say something for me. Chime in, say hey. I'm not seeing any comments. I don't know if I'm having a technical problem or not. Okay, I'm just going to keep going and assume that you can still see me. And then hey, Samantha, thanks so much for chiming in. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate that for chiming in. Hey, Lysandra, thanks for chiming in. I hope you can still hear me. So let me just keep going. Hey, Till, thanks for jumping on, you guys. So basically the bottom line is all about you making the decision whether or not it's for you to leave your job. If you know that every single day you can get up and do this thing contact people, prospect and whatnot. It's up to you. So at the time when I was deciding on whether or not I wanted to quit my job and go full time, again, I saw a layoff coming. I saw it coming. And I was at the time doing a program where I had to call people and get them on a live presentation every night at 7 p.m. And so I figured if I'm already calling leads and I'm getting cussed out on my job, and I'm getting cussed out from the leads because they're claiming that they didn't ask for information about starting a business from home, I might as well just get cussed out from those people instead of having to deal with it for 8 hours from people trying to collect their car payments. So it's a decision that you have to make on your own, though. I can tell you that for sure, on whether or not you can do this thing, whether or not you're going to get up in the morning, get up and set your daily activities and do it. So bottom line, that is the answer. Audrey, if you're on here, I want to thank you for submitting that question, because that's a good question. A lot of people wonder, when can I go full time? When am I able to do this full time? And doing it full time takes a lot of effort, a lot of you getting up and deciding on your own that you're going to do it. You deciding that, hey, I've got bills to pay, and so, yeah, you're right, Lysandra. You can't get cussed out. You can get cussed out on your own terms. I apologize. I'm getting a call. Let me end this one right here. Sorry about that. I guess I should have put that on do not disturb. But yeah, you can get cussed out on your job. You might as well get cussed out calling leads, right? So either way, as long as you can cover your bills, you have enough money saved. The problem with if you quit your job is that there is no paycheck coming in. We have no idea when the next sale is going to come in. We assume that we're doing enough to get sales every day. And if you are making sales every day, awesome, that's great. But sometimes people need the stability of having a job. So personally, I would say keep your job. Audrey, you didn't give me a lot of information about your job, what you do or anything like that. But I would say keep your job, keep your job for now. And after that, you decide. You decide whether or not you can do it full time. You decide whether or not you're going to get up every morning and do your daily activities, whether or not you're going to prospect, whether or not you're going to be willing to do videos. I'm a video marketer, and right now I'm actually out of my comfort zone. My coach told me that I should do these live calls, these live streamings, and I like doing videos because I can edit out all the ums and the ahs, and anytime I need to cough and stuff like that, I can edit that out. But doing live and doing this with you guys here, I'm way out of my comfort zone, but hey, I'm listening to my coach and doing what he told me to do. So that's kind of what you have to do. You're going to need to, if you decide to quit your job, it's going to be up to you to get a coach who can possibly hold you accountable. But in all, it's going to come down to you holding yourself accountable for doing your daily activities and doing enough so that you do make enough sales so that you can cover your bills. Again, I've been at this for 6 years, full time, since 2010. I've been in the industry since the year 2000. And so, hey, it's totally it's going to be up to you. It's a mindset shift. I tell people all the time that the people that join me on my team, I'm not your boss. And so it's funny because a lot of people who have a blog, they have an application process on their website to work with them. Well, I don't do an application process because I don't want you to believe at all that I'm going to do anything more than just help you answer a few questions. But you're your own boss. You have to decide, hey, 9 o'clock a.m., I'm going to get up. If you want to sleep in until 10, fine. That's on you. But you still have to get up and do the job, do your work, treat this like this is your job, because technically it is. It's what's paying you. And so you have to decide every single day, I'm going to work, I'm going to do this. So when I first quit my job, I was working every day, doing stuff on Saturdays and Sundays. Now, luckily for me, I don't work on weekends. I do just, Monday through Friday. Thanks, Lysandra. Thanks for jumping on here. I appreciate that you did that. And I appreciate the kind words. Thank you guys so much for the love. This new live streaming thing is actually pretty cool, so I'm kind of enjoying it. But yeah, back to the topic at hand. How will you know when it's time for you to quit your job? You will know when you're ready. You will know on your own. Hey, Shar, thanks for jumping on. Thanks, Chintua. But yeah, you're going to know. And if you can't commit to certain amounts of times, a lot of people think that when they quit their job that, hey, now I have more hours to do stuff. you will find that a lot of times when you are free and you've got family and stuff, a lot of them want to go out and have lunch, and then you say you're going to do something at 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, I'm going to get busy and do what I need to do today. 3 o'clock comes by, there's a live webinar going on, somebody's live, so you find yourself watching that on Facebook. A whole day can go by and you didn't do any income producing activities. And so that's why I say, if you're not 100% sure that you can do this full time, don't quit your job. Keep your job and do this a few hours of the day. Commit to doing something. Maybe if you get off at 5, go home, cook dinner for your family, but decide that from 7 to 9, tell your family, I can't be bothered. I'm going to do my job. I've got to get this home business going, and I really want to see if I can do this full time. So you got to commit. Take some baby steps. Do a few hours a day, and make sure that you're doing things. Again, follow the system that you have in place, but don't quit your job until you're ready, because honestly, you will know. Like I said, for me, I saw it coming, that third layoff. Layoffs are no joke. So I tell people all the time, please get a side hustle. If you have a job, that job is not always guaranteed. You may not have that job forever, because again, I never saw my first 2 layoffs coming. I saw the third one coming and made the decision to go ahead and fire my boss first and do this thing full time. I'm glad that I did. It's allowed me to have a lot of freedom to do whatever I want when I want. I am extremely passionate about the home-based business industry, because it has changed so many lives. It's allowed a lot of people to do a lot of things they wouldn't necessarily be able to do on a job. The other thing that I tell people when they're contemplating whether or not they should quit their jobs is, can you make 6 figures on your job? If you don't have a job that's ever going to pay you 6 figures, the home-based industry can do that for you. And so again, add a side hustle, start doing this thing part-time. And then at some point, then you decide, hey, okay, now I can turn my side hustle into my full hustle, my full-time hustle. Okay, so again, this was Daily Answers with Yvonne. I hope that was helpful. If you have a question, feel free to go on over to my blog at yvonneanderson.com. Scroll down just a little bit and you'll see where you can submit a question. Again, I specialize in the home business industry. So if you have a question about internet marketing, network marketing, if you're struggling in your business and you just need help, I know a lot of times people can't reach their own sponsors. I don't care what business you're in. We all kind of could use some support. So if you're not in a business where you've got a support system, a community, feel free to reach out to me, submit your questions, and I'll see how I can help you. Again, go on over to yvonneanderson.com, submit your questions. Be nice. I do get some people who are mean to me. That's okay. Just be nice, submit your questions, and maybe I'll answer it live on the next Daily Answers with Yvonne. I hope that was helpful. Bye for now. Thanks you guys so much for jumping on. I appreciate you for jumping on. All right. Bye for now. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you'll find more just like it at yvonneanderson.com. And remember to grab your free copy of my ebook, The Road to 6 Figures and How to Get There in 90 Days or Less. If you want to know how to make your first $100,000 using the internet and how to do it in record time, you're going to love this step-by-step blueprint. We'll see you over there.